This is a noob next-gen review as it's being played on the PS5. I'm going to have a link down below in the description box to two amazing skateboarding YouTubers known as Night Speeds and The Milky Man. I'm having a blast playing this game, full 60 FPS, as well as the fact that I rarely ever have any frame rate drops. Now, you saw that unrealistic height. That is because there are no stats menu baked into the game, nor is the option to download the mods possible for the console version, which to me is absolute bullshit because it goes against Easy Day Studios' view of the game. Fuck your view. The people is who is supporting your game. You should have to answer to us at such a small feature. Putting the political bullshit aside, I'm blown away by the game, by how well it looks, how well it runs, unless you're, browsing the mod menu. That can be problematic as I've crashed an ungodly amount of times. So now that you've seen a little bit of gameplay, let's take a look at the 14 maps that is included with the game. Well, first of all, you've got the official maps, which are the 5 here. Then you get the other 9 or so here. I'm not too good at math. And these are the ones that you download from the mod menu. So you got Hudland Streets, Grant Park, Fermenter, Riverfern, Quebec Skate Plaza, The Warehouse, Applewood Park, and Embarcadero. When you go to the mod browser, you can go to the top here and click on maps. Oops. And you'll see that you have these 6 maps that have been sort of given the Easy Day Studios treatment that they've approved, because on PC you can download more maps than what's here. You can download more gear than what's here. But you've got 58 pages of mods, skateboarding, clothing, apparel, or whatever it's called. It's a lot. There's a lot of awesome stuff in here. I make no excuses for the fact that stats menu needs to be put into the game. Like, there's just no two ways about it. There's multiplayer, tutorial, again, characters, just really quick. It's very, very responsive as well. The menu doesn't lag. Even booting the game up is actually very fast, especially if you're playing on an SSD. I'm actually playing on an external SSD. Remember that when you play a PS4 game on your PS5 on an external SSD, even if the speed of it is really slow in comparison to your internal SSD, the game isn't going to run any slower because the SSD is slower, right? For a PS5 game, that'll be the case. Custom wheels, custom trucks. I mean, there's just a lot of good stuff that you can download. Obviously, this isn't like, everything here. Custom deck. Like, there's just enough here to keep me happy. I wish it was a little bit less floaty, for obvious reasons. But, when you play it for a little bit, especially coming from the PC, it can be a little bit jarring at first, but I'm not going to lie. This is just my own personal, I did that on purpose, opinion. I would rather play with floaty physics, like the way they designed the game, their vision of the game, than having to get up or get an external USB cable and always unplug my goddamn steering wheel before I launch the game. Valheim had the same problem, and they fixed it, even though they never officially addressed it. And that's probably my biggest pet peeve from the PC version of the game. But there's no doubt that if they gave us a little bit more maps, stats menu, if they allowed that mod, that would just be incredible. It would just be amazing. I would be speechless. However, I don't find myself complaining nearly as much as I thought I would. I used to trash this game on console. Oh, they don't got stats menu. The game is crap without stats menu. you'll never catch me playing this game without the stats menu. And, I mean, I keep this up for the next, couple of weeks. I'm going to end up surpassing my game time on Steam. Well, not really, but it's a figure of speech. I'm just really, really having fun. But I'm also disappointed, mainly because of the terrible, terrible communication we've had, like I said, with Easy Day Studios. But it is what it is. Again, when it comes to graphical pop-ins and all that, I mean, they're sorta, kinda not really there, especially if I look over here. Like a fake shove-it. You can see in the distance there the shadows. Whoops. Almost didn't even see that. It's just really good. There's nothing, like, really jarring. And compared to the PC, I couldn't even really tell a difference. You can also see from switching from map to map how fast it is on an SSD. It's, believe it or not, sometimes it's actually even faster than my PC. And my PC has an SSD as well, and they are relatively the same speed. Anyhow, I don't want to drag this on much longer than it needs to be. That's the money shot right there. What I'm going to do now is actually exit the game, and I'm going to boot it up so that you can see the boot time of this game on the PlayStation 5. Again, it's the PS4 version of the game. So when we load it up, you'll just see how it boots up. I'm not saying the game's been optimized. There's never really been made a mention that the game is optimized for the PS5, but 60 FPS, that's pretty impressive. I don't think it runs that on the base PS4 or the PS4 Pro or Xbox One. I don't know. Maybe you could let me know down below. It's actually, I was going to say, almost loading a bit slower than the last time I thought. But yeah, this is pretty decent. Again, compared to the PC, I want to say it's roughly the same. It's just, I'm not going to lie, as upset as I am, it's a much smoother experience than I expected. It's a lot better than what a lot of people have made it out to be, apart from the whole stats menu thing. But again, people that I know that have been talking about this game was on base PS4, and it also was before any updates ever came out. So, since then, a lot's happened, and not a lot of people are keeping up with the news. Milky and Night Speeds do, but no offense, they are, well, not that it's offensive, but they are generally on PC. And since they've got that market, and I'm kind of all over the place with my YouTube channel, I felt like, you know what? Let me bite the bullet, spend the $40, and let me keep up with the game on PC. Or, I mean, on PlayStation 5. I don't know of anybody else that's doing it. Oh, right there, leaving on a high note. That's it for me. If there's anything else you'd like to know, let me know. This is a bit of a ramble. Big time. If you liked the video, go ahead, give it a thumbs up. It does greatly help support the channel with the algorithm in making me a little bit more relevant in the search results, and people are looking shit up online. And if you didn't like the video, that's fine. Go ahead, give it a thumbs down, and I will break it off in your ass. Let's see if I've still got it in me. Oh, wow. That right there is not scientifically possible. You got that right. Anyhow, that's it for me. Take care. And perhaps I shall see some of you in the next video. Bye for now.